Good morning, children. How are you? Yes, I hope you are fine, you are safe, and you are learning a lot of things. Okay, we have completed till here. Okay, mm, in the previous page, if you have seen breathing in animals in the page number 175, now we are in the page number 176. Yes, children, open the page number 176 and start learning the textual reading. Okay, so here the organs of breathing. What are these, children? Organs of breathing. Microbes or microscopic animals like amoeba and paramecium breathe through their body surface. So how they breathe, children? The microscopic animals, they breathe through their body surface. If you can see the amoeba here, this is a shapeless microorganism. It is a body surface. Here you can see the body surface, and in the body surface only it can inhale or exhale. Okay, now next one. Insects like grasshoppers and cockroaches breathe through their air holes on their bodies. These holes are called spiracles. What are spiracles? What are spiracles? Insects like grasshoppers and cockroaches breathe through their air holes. That air holes are called as spiracles. Okay, I will show you the one picture that you can see very neat, where you can find the spiracle. See, this is a grasshopper, children, female grasshopper, right? So how they have this you will learn in the higher classes, but for now just you see the where are the spiracles. If you see the spiracles in this part, right, these are the air holes present on their body, and through with these spiracles on, so you can see that here the spiracles are present on their body, on the body surface. Okay, in that one you can see the spiracles. If you zoom the spiracles, how they can be seen, right? See, these are called as tracheae. Okay, this is the main tube is called as tracheae. Okay, or trachea. Okay, in that one, this is the spiracle. This is the spiracle, and this is the air sac in which the air is exchanging. The carbon dioxide and oxygen will be exchanging. Okay, see, they have given the different labeling parts of wings also. This is the forewing, this is the hind wing, this is the ovipositor. Yes, next one is, this is the compound eye, simple eye. Okay, tympanum. Okay, so it is, the body is divided into three parts. What are they? Head, thorax and abdomen. So this you can like and the all the insects, they have antennas. Yes, antenna, this is the type of antennas they have. Okay, it helps in the direction, right? Okay, so this is the breathing organs of the breathing organs of the what you call as insects. Okay, children, now just go, you just take the screenshots on I will just pause the video and just take the screenshot. Yes, so that you can learn from this all the things. Okay, children, now coming to this. Yes, now the blood of insects does not contain the oxygen carrier called hemoglobin. What they are saying, children? They are saying that the blood in the insects, does not contain the hemoglobin. Please learn the spelling of hemoglobin. It is a red pigment present in the human and animal's body. Okay, it is not present in the insects. Clear, children? Yes. What is the spelling for hemoglobin, children? H-A-E G-L-O-B-I-N, hemoglobin. Okay, H-A-E-M-O, hemoglobin, G-L-O-B-I-N, hemoglobin. Okay, just learn the word, children. H-A-E-M-O-G-L-O-B-I-N, hemoglobin. What is the spelling for spiracles? S-P-I-R-A-C-L-E-S. You just close it and try to learn it. Okay, S-P-I-R-A-C-L-E-S, spiracles. Okay, now next one. This is why their blood is not red in color. I told you, right? Yes. How is oxygen then carried to the various parts of the an insect's body. How is then, if the hemoglobin is not present, then how the oxygen is carried to the various parts of the body? Let us see. Okay. The spiracles lead to air tubes which form a fine network that reaches every tissue of the body. Okay. So, in this one you have seen that tracheae is present. This is the fine network, and in which in which all the what you call as the oxygen is goes to the all parts of the body through with the help of tissues. With the help of tissues. Okay. Air enters the body through the network. Through the network. The tracheae we said na, that one. The body tissues absorb oxygen and give out carbon dioxide, which is expelled from the body. Some animals like earthworms make in oxygen through their thin moist skin. Yes. Now insects like snails, slugs, frog in the water and earthworms, how they are, they breathe, children? They breathe through their thin moist skin, with the thin moist skin. If you touch the earthworms, if you touch the frogs, how they are very sticky in nature, right? And it's like something wet, they are wet in nature, yes. So they have the moist skin, and with that only they can inhale or exhale. Okay children, now see once here. Okay, let us see the pictures once. Okay, pictures we will see. Okay, this is the gill. These gills are present in the fishes. Body surface, amoeba. Amoeba means paramecian amoeba. They are microbes, children. They can't be seen with your eyes. They can be seen under microscope only. Okay. This is the earthworm, and it has a moist skin. Okay. And this is the grasshopper. Till now we have seen that paper now, right? That one. This is the spiracles. Okay. The spiracles are present on the air holes. Okay. And spiracles also called as air holes. They are present on the body of the insects, that like grasshopper. Okay. Now this one, we will see this one. A fish breathes to its gills. So do prawns, crabs, oysters and tadpoles. Gills are special organs that are richly supplied with their blood vessels. When water flows over the gills, an exchange of gases takes place. The gills absorb oxygen from the water and release carbon dioxide. Okay. So here the prawns, the crabs, the oysters and the tadpoles, how they breathe? They breathe through their gills. Okay. And gills are the special organs that are richly supplied through the blood vessels. Okay. And they can exchange the gases from the water itself. The gills absorb the oxygen from the water and releases the carbon dioxide. Yes. How they use the oxygen? They use the oxygen which dissolved in the water. Okay. And that oxygen will be supplied into their body, and then it will exchange the gases where the carbon dioxide is present in our body, and then it will exhale out the carbon dioxide. This is how the water animals or aquatic animals breathing mechanism is present in them. Okay. Next, a frog is an amphibian. A baby frog or a tadpole breathes to its gills. So here we have seen, children, the tadpoles, that is a baby frogs. The baby frogs, how they breathe? Through their gills. And adult frog breathes through its lungs, but the frog breathes through its lungs. And on land through its moist skin in water. So in the moist skin with the water. Are you seeing, are you observing anything in the frog, children? This is an amphibian which can live on land or in the water also. When it is a young one, it has gills. Okay. When it is become frog, it can breathe on the land through the lungs, and then when it will go into the water, then it can breathe through the moist skin. Understood, children? Now I hope you have learnt, and just I want you to do one thing. Learn the spellings of spiracles, hemoglobin, tissues, amoeba, paramecium, microscopic animals, amphibians, moist skin, lungs, okay, gills, thin and moist skin. These all you learn, okay, and try to copy down in a separate page, okay, so that if you learn then you will get, okay. So just you go through with this, okay. This is the tadpole, this is the tadpole. Here the gills are present. In the frog, lungs are present and the moist skin. This is the moist skin in the water. A frog on the land, that is lungs. Okay children, I hope you have learnt a lot today. Yes, we will see the next part tomorrow. Thank you children.